You're listening to the New York Sports Show, the #1 all New York sports podcast. Hosted by Dominic Konareski.
Dalvin Cook, Michael Carter, Zonovan Knight, Israel Abanikanda, Travis Dye, and Breece Hall. The New York Jets have 6 running backs on their preseason roster. That list is going to go down to 4 once the regular season starts. Many of you listening in, including myself, could most likely project who those 4 players who make the active roster will be, but things could be slightly different. Breece Hall just started practicing with the team, and he's freaky fast, but he's still recovering, though, from an ACL tear from last year where he missed more than 8 games. Nevertheless, he still led the Jets in rushing on the season. He had a hell of a rookie campaign, would have most likely have won or contended with Garrett Wilson for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Breece Hall is the real deal, but he may not play in the first few games, possibly. Not to mention, you also got to worry about him re-injuring that in the preseason and preseason activities. Dalvin Cook, he's the newest acquired New York Jet. Just signed a contract several days ago, but that contract has suspension protection listed in it. It's a 1-year contract, but Dalvin Cook may not even play the full season in New York, as he's dealing with a domestic violence situation. He himself, though, has said that he does not see himself being suspended. He does not think it's going to happen, but there's a possibility. Nevertheless, what he could do on the field for the Jets, he rushed for 1,173 yards last season. That's an average of 69 per game. He got that in all 17 games played and had 8 touchdowns on the season. And then you have Michael Carter, who's a solid second option. He rushed for 402 yards last season. That was second on the team behind Breece Hall. Overall, though, that's an average of about 25.1 yards per game. He played in 16 out of the 17, had 3 touchdowns to his name. Carter does have a starter potential, but most likely he's going to be second string throughout the season. Zonovan Knight, that's an interesting story. He broke out late in the season, got opportunities, and he was the talk of New York. Rushed for 300 yards on the dot in 7 games. That's an average of 42.9 yards a game. Had 1 touchdown to his name. And now you have the phenom running back right now, rookie Israel Abanikanda. Israel Abanikanda has to be one of the biggest spotlights to look at when it comes to rookies on the New York Jets this season. I think he's going to have a very, very good rookie campaign if given the opportunities. But I do think, though, he's also going to have to battle with Zonovan Knight for that 4th spot. I do not see both Knight and Abanikanda on the team. And then you have Travis Dye. He's a long shot. He's going to have a very good last 2 preseason games to show that he belongs on the New York Jets active depth chart. But Israel Abanikanda seems to be the odd one out right now. The Jets know how Zonovan Knight plays, and they're getting a very good look at Israel Abanikanda. So it's going to be very interesting, but if Abanikanda does not go on the Jets' active roster and he gets waived, then 100% he's going to get picked up by a team, and the Jets better hope that is not on the schedule against them this season, because he will ball out. That's what he did at Pitt. He's the real deal. He may have been drafted late, but Israel Abanikanda could be the second best running back on the team once Breece Hall is healthy. And that's a team with Dalvin Cook on it. That's a statement.